So this article is one of these kind of like mysteries here. But there's a video that might be able to solve the problem. Shanquella Robinson died in Mexico under mysterious circumstances. Now the FBI is investigating. Pictures of her right there. The FBI and Mexican prosecutors have opened separate investigations this week into the mysterious death of a North Carolina woman who went on vacation late last month with friends in Mexico and returned home in a body bag. Shanquella Robinson, a 25-year-old woman from Charlotte, traveled to the resort city of San Jose del Cabo, Mexico, on October 28th with 6 friends to celebrate one of their birthdays. Less than 24 hours later, she was found dead. 3 weeks later, Robinson's family just wants answers. Thus far, they feel they have only been given the runaround by authorities and conflicting stories from her friends about what led to her death. They said she wasn't feeling well. She had alcohol poisoning. Robinson's mother, Salamandra, told WSOC TV last week, recalling an anxious call she got from one of her daughter's friends. They couldn't get a pulse. Each one of the people that was there with her was telling different stories. That's right there. Things never added up to Salamandra. She had just talked to her daughter on Friday evening before her daughter was going to dinner with the group. Hours later, she was no longer alive. She said, "Well, Mother, I'm getting ready to eat." I said, "Well, okay, enjoy yourself, have a good time, and I love you, and I will talk to you tomorrow." It wasn't until Salamandra received an autopsy report from the Mexican Secretariat of Health that the family learned Robinson had suffered a broken neck and a cracked spine. No mention of alcohol was included in the report. In a death certificate obtained by Queen City News, Robinson's death was attributed to a severe spinal cord injury and atlas luxation, meaning that her first vertebra was loosened or detached from the base of her skull. That means a lot of trauma there. The approximate time between injury and death was determined to be 15 minutes, the report said. The certificate also stated that Robinson was found unconscious in the living room of a villa by a maid. "I probably won't be at ease until someone's arrested," the mother said. The group had stayed at a villa property listed on cabovillas.com. A spokesperson for the company told VZ that the group had called for help from the company's concierge, who enlisted a doctor to give Robinson CPR. She was pronounced dead at 3 p.m. that day. "We are working diligently to determine the facts surrounding this incident, which is currently being investigated as an isolated criminal matter that happened involving guests at a private villa located in Los Cabos," the spokesperson told Rolling Stone in a statement. Additional information will be made available by local public safety authorities when the investigation is complete. The rest of the group returned from the trip without Robinson 2 weeks and $6,000 in transportation fees later, Robinson's body was returned to the family. On Tuesday, Gerald Jackson, a blogger in North Carolina, published a video footage that he alleges shows a woman attacking Robinson. Robinson's mother recognizes the other people in the video as the people on the trip with Robinson, and she believes it was captured on the trip to Cabo. Jackson told the Daily Beast, right, that the clip was sent to him by someone who was in the room that sent it to an individual family member they're friends with. In the video, a woman appears to pummel Robinson with punches as Robinson tries to get her balance. A voice off camera tells Robinson to at least fight back. "How could they do this to my baby?" Robinson's father, Bernard, told the North Carolina Beat. Jackson's website: "They all need to be in jail right now in Mexico, and they shouldn't have been let go." Robinson's sister, Quella, Long, said she fell to her knees when she first heard the news of her sister. She called the video of the attack sickening. To date, no arrests have been made. The office of the North Carolina Attorney General told Yahoo News that it is not involved in the matter. Robinson's funeral is scheduled to take place on November 19th, which was yesterday, in Charlotte. Long has created a GoFundMe to help the family cover legal fees and funeral expenses. Bernard calls the ordeal a nightmare and promises to get to the bottom of what happened to his daughter. "I can't even sleep. I'm just frustrated. My heart is just aching as a father, a praying man," he told WSOC-TV. "I just want some truth because this doesn't add up right. By the grace of God, I think I'm going to get to the bottom of this. God ain't going to fail. It's going to come out," he said. "I'm not giving up. I'm very confident and I'm going to have peace of mind." Okay, so I found the article here on the Daily Beast right there. "Autopsy only deepens the mystery of how a woman in Cabo Vacay died." Right, so this is in here. It says, when a 25-year-old North Carolina woman died suddenly while vacationing with friends in Mexico last month, the Powells told her mom she had passed away after drinking too much. They said she wasn't feeling well. She had alcohol poisoning. Shanquella Robinson's mother, Salamandra, told WJZY last week they couldn't get a pulse. Each one of the people that was there with her was telling different stories. But a death certificate obtained by the local outlet reveals that Robinson died from a severe spinal cord injury and atlas luxation, that is, a loosening or detachment of her first vertebrae from the base of the skull. When the autopsy came back, they said it didn't have anything to do with the alcohol. They said that she had a broken neck and her spine in the back was cracked. She had been beaten. On Tuesday, Gerald Jackson, a blogger in North Carolina, published video footage allegedly showing a violent fight between Robinson and another woman, purportedly taken in the moments before Robinson's death. The clip, which has raised further questions about the circumstances surrounding the young entrepreneur's mysterious death, was sent to Jackson by someone who was in the room that sent it to an individual family member they're friends with, he told Daily Beast in an email. Quella, can you at least fight back? At least something? An unidentified male voice can be heard saying in the background as the one-sided assault continues. Robinson's father, Bernard, confirmed to the Daily Beast that the woman being assaulted in the video is indeed his daughter. The Daily Beast reached out to the other people on the trip, but received no responses. One person there, a 25-year-old Charlotte resident, took to social media to deny any involvement, claiming he didn't arrive until the next day. What's known is that Robinson, who ran a hair braiding business for children in Charlotte, flew to San Jose del Cabo with 6 friends on October 28 to celebrate one of their birthdays, according to reports. The group had rented a villa online and planned to stay for a long weekend. Right? And that Shanquella and her friends stayed in on the night of their arrival, a Friday. A private chef was cooking them dinner, and all seemed well. The next day, Shanquella never called as she had promised. Instead, one of her friends got in touch with Salamandra and said a doctor was en route to the villa. The death certificate said Shanquella had been found unconscious in her living room, but included nothing about alcohol poisoning or any intoxication, which said the doctor who showed up attempted to revive Robinson by performing CPR to no avail. And that's a picture of her right there. I don't know if this was in Mexico. Probably Mexico. Let me see. No, this was the Mandalay Bay Resort. Mandalay Bay Resort and Casino. Jackson said he had shared the video of the fight with Robinson's parents. How could they do this to my baby? Bernard Robinson told the North Carolina Beat, Jackson's website. They all need to be in jail right now in Mexico. So let's see here. It's loading. Okay. There is a video on here. For some reason it's not coming up. Probably due to the internet. But I'm gonna put a link, and it shows the woman who died being attacked, which is really terrible. Yeah. It seems like a different picture. I don't think I remember seeing this picture before. But nevertheless, there's a woman in there who's beating the crap out of her and hitting her in the head. So, yeah, I guess the father is right. They should be in jail in Mexico. Because Mexico is not like the United States. You go in jail in Mexico. It's not going to be fun. Sitting in jail in Mexico. It's a different story altogether.